If you refuse to apologize and you are now going to apologize when you're being vetted, then you're being hypocritical. These are the words of governance expert Professor David Abdullahi, who describes such apologies as questionable and do not show sincerity. He spoke with my colleague, Evelyn Tingma.
There have been a number of apologies made by some nominees for certain comments they have made in the past, either against their political opponents, other persons, or for their actions. They include Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh, Kojo Oppong Nkrumah, Esla Owusu Ekufo, Hawa Kumsin, and Kweku Agyeman-Manu. Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh retracted and apologized for accusing former President John Mahama of machinations to sabotage the computerized school placement system in 2019. He told the Appointments Committee he had no evidence to that effect. Information Minister Designate Kojo Oppong Nkrumah also apologized to MP for Yape Kusogu, John Jinapor, for his papano comment he made on the floor of Parliament. Hawa Kumsin, on the other hand, apologized to the Appointments Committee for her shooting incident.
Mr. Chairman, regrettably, it was unfortunate incident, Mr. Chairman, which I wish it never happened on that day. Mr. Chairman, I want to seize this opportunity to also apologize to the people who were so scared on that day.
Same was Minister Designate for Communications, Esla Owusu Ekufo, who apologized to her colleague, Collins Dauda, for pushing him off his chair during the dissolution of the 7th Parliament, describing her reaction as instinctive. This governance expert and CEO of the African Graduate School of Management and Leadership, Professor David Abdullahi, says is hypocritical.
To apologize at that time sincerely, then people would at least see that you made a mistake. But if you refuse to apologize, and you are now going to apologize when you are being vetted, then you are being hypocritical. What about if they weren't called or they weren't nominated to become ministers this time? Would you apologize?
He says such comments do not only show lack of good leadership, but can cause instability.
Take the case of Rwanda. Some of the leaders, went on radio and talked about the fact that they should eradicate or terminate cockroaches, in quotes, referring to some of the citizens. And you saw what happened, in Rwanda. It brought about a genocide. It's the failure of leadership to rise up to the challenge of leadership.
Professor David Abdullahi noted leadership is about emotional intelligence and urged persons in higher positions to exercise restraint.
I hope it's a learning curve for us to be able to rise up of this, that I can agree to disagree with you even if we are of different political persuasions. But I shouldn't take it personal in such a way that I will make comments that are denigrating, that would be able to cause harm or hurt.